Okay, y'all, so this video is a little bit different. It's kind of late at night. And I just got finished. Well, I got finished Bible study like 2 hours ago. But earlier today, one of my old friends, she texted me, and she was like, "Nadia, can you like talk to me like about how I can like build my relationship with God and stuff like that? I feel a little lost and stuff like that." And I was supposed to turn to text her back earlier today, but I had a long day today, and once I got home and stuff, I just got so overwhelmed, and I couldn't. Then I finally started doing my Bible study and stuff, and I asked God, like, God talk to me, just everything, before I started my Bible study. And then when I got finished, I felt like I was like ready to like respond to her and stuff, cause like I was in a better headspace and stuff again. And then I just told God, I was like, God, talk to me, talk to her through me, God, let me know what to say, let me have the right words, and just, yeah. So as I was texting her, I felt like I started telling my story. Like I started telling a part of my story. So I was like, you know what, I'ma just read what I text her, what I responded to her. I just sent the message a few minutes ago, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna read what I sent to her, because this message might be for other people too. Because it really, once I started typing and stuff, I felt like I was writing a book or something. My light starting to flicker a little bit. So, oh my God. So I wrote her like y'all, and y'all already know I like to write. I want to write my own book one day. So this felt like, yeah. So I'm just like to go ahead and read y'all a little bit of well, I'm gonna read y'all everything that I text her. Let me turn this down a little bit. So yeah, let me get the baby right. Okay, so I'm talking to you, beautifuls. I'm talking to all of y'all. Okay. Oh, I'm kind of nervous. Okay. Hey beautiful, I'm sorry for texting so late. I've had a long day. I had the Bible study and spend time with God before I messaged you. First off, girl, you don't have to go to church to build your relationship with God. The middle of 2021, I started going to church with someone. I started hating to go because I was being pressured and not going on my own. I love going to hear his words, but I wasn't going to build a relationship with him. I got baptized. That was something that I wanted to do. And after that, I tried my hardest to do right, but I kept failing. I started talking to multiple guys. I had the mindset of, I'm single so I can do what I want with whoever I want. And that set me back so much. I was trying to do right with God while dealing with all of these boys. I was starting to lose myself. I started to feel like a bad mother. I started to think less of myself, because why was I doing those things? Why did I want male attention so bad? Why did I feel I need to be in a relationship? Why wasn't I enough for me? Fast forward to me meeting my boyfriend. He wasn't perfect, but he tried to be the best he could for me. We both moved too fast. It's a lot he needed to heal from, and it just wasn't the right time, but we did it anyway. I was so in love. I allowed so much that I started to lose myself. I couldn't think clearly at all. I started to do things out of madness and hurt, drinking, and etc. I felt like God just left me alone and didn't want no dealings with me. When I look back at my life, I see how much I put my boyfriend and other people like my family and friends above God. So he just took a step back from me so that I could see that nobody else could love me how he loves me. Oh, I had to add this little point in. I put number 1 because I feel like that was just one thing that I really needed her to just understand. You can't put your complete trust into other people, because we are all human at the end of the day. Our feelings, hearts, and minds change every day, but God and Jesus always stays the same. That is one of the biggest lessons that I have learned during my life, during my journey period so far. That's one of the biggest lessons. You can't put your complete trust into other people, because we are all human at the end of the day. Our feelings, hearts, and minds change every day, but God and Jesus always stays the same. back to the story. I completely lost myself. I stopped making videos. I stopped keeping myself up. I stopped doing everything I love to do. I felt I wasn't the best mom I could be because I let myself run empty. And I felt God gave up on me, but he was still there all along, just waiting on me. My boyfriend passed away. I felt like I had finally reached the point of just giving up. My life already felt like it was in shambles. I didn't have the best relationship with my family. My income was low. I was pregnant. I wasn't motivated to do anything. I was officially at my lowest, but that's where God met me. I started to turn to mediums. I even almost allowed old friends back into my life, but God said no. I felt it in my stomach that I needed to stop, and I didn't need to allow nobody in my life because it was time for me and him. I only needed to hear his voice. I did not need to hear nobody, my family voice. I didn't need to hear no friend voice. I didn't need to hear no medium voice. I just need to hear the voice of God. The isolation period is needed, and I'll forever stand on it. I started to read my Bible more so I could learn him, learn his ways, for guidance, for reassurance, to transfer my mind. I started to thank him for everything, for life, for food, for water, for my children. I even started to thank him for the things I hadn't received yet, like peace, self-love, for him to make me into the woman he needs and wants me to be for him, my children, my family, my supporters, and one day my husband. Once you start your relationship with God, it's truly life-changing. He's going to always provide. He makes ways when they feel like no way. He's going to be your comforter when they starts to feel lonely. He's going to reassure you when those feelings of doubt start to flow in. He's going to always be there to love you when people and things of this world disappoint and starts to fulfill you starts to not fulfill you anymore. It's not going to be peaches and cream. We're still human at the end of the day. We're going to experience trials and tribulations, but with faith in God, we'll always win the battle. God is also going to test you. He tested me before by having old people come into my life to see will I give in. People have offered me drinks and a smoke before. He wanted to see what I do, and many other tests. Trust me, girl, it was not easy getting to this point. It's still not easy because my mind starts to think like my old self sometimes. My body starts to want old things, but you have to stay strong and steadfast. He will bring you peace that money, weed, liquor, and a human can't bring. All of those are temporary satisfaction, but God peace is forever. You're going to have to make sacrifices. Ask him what it is that you need to let go. Listen at what pops in your mind. You got to read the word to transform your mind. You got to isolate so that you can become one with him and yourself. I'm going to forever stand on. Your isolation period is needed before God blesses you with the desires of your heart, with your husband, with your wife. You gotta have that time just so that you can learn to be alone with just him. So when they mess up, you will always forgive them, because like you know, like people mess up. You're gonna have to learn it. That's a whole nother topic, to be honest. That's a whole nother topic. But isolation period is needed. You gotta cut the secular music, something I struggle with. You will see a huge difference in your mind once you let that go. My son just came and started playing cartoon. Once you let that go, worship music and worship instrumental music is amazing. It's amazing. Start praying alone and with your baby girl every day. It's important that we teach our children about God. That'll also help them to always have a grateful heart. And that's just something that I sent her that I felt like that would help other people as well. And it actually also helped myself because I had a long day today. So it really helped me. And I want y'all to know that I'm not perfect. And I'm still learning. Like, it's just so much that I got to work on within myself. But I feel like that is just some stuff that God wanted me to tell her and to tell y'all. So yeah, I hope y'all... yeah, I love y'all, and I hope you guys have an amazing day or night, because I'm probably posting this a little bit late. So yeah, I love y'all, I appreciate y'all, and good night.